of this problem, how do we solve problems like this in general? Okay, so let's take a general situation like this. Okay, so this is your line, this is some y equals to alpha x, which is the dividing region, and you have two lines here. Here the IC's ka slope is m1, here the IC's ka slope is m2, such that mod of m1 is greater than mod of m2. Okay, so obviously they are going to be negatively sloped, so I just want to avoid all negatives and everything. Okay, so the slope here is m1, the slope here is m2, such that the left part is steeper. Okay. Now there could be three situations on the price ratio. One is px upon py is greater than mod of m1, where the budget line is steeper than the steeper part. So that situation will look like this. Okay, so this budget line, it will intersect some indifference curve on its top point, the y-intercept yi. Okay, so at its y-intercept, it will be having at the indifference curve through the y-intercept will look like this blue line. Now, no other indifference curve higher than this blue indifference curve can be reached. So this blue indifference curve is the highest indifference curve which you can reach, in which situation the optimum point becomes the y-intercept. Okay, so in this situation, you will consume only good y. Right. Other situation would be a situation where the budget line is flatter than the flatter part. So this is the situation where px upon py is less than mod m2. So in this situation, the highest budget line the highest indifference curve which can be reached will be the yellow shaded region. You can construct any other ICs here. Okay, construct any other ICs. The lower ICs will be reachable, but why do you want to reach lower ICs? The higher ICs, they are unattainable. So imagine your budget line is this line. So with this budget line, you can achieve no higher indifference curve than the yellow indifference curve. Okay, so in this situation, the optima will be on the x-intercept. So when this is true, you will consume only good x. Okay, and now the final situation is where price ratio is going to be between these two values. Okay, so this is the situation which is given to me in this problem, where mod m1 mod m2 is less than px upon py, which is less than mod m1. Now in this situation, what happens is that you will have, let me erase everything else. So in the third situation, this is your indifference curve and this will be your budget line. Okay, so the budget line will attain the highest possible indifference curve on the y equals to alpha x line. So in the third situation, where you have mod m2 less than px in this third situation, which I have already written here, in this situation you will have alpha x equals to y as your optimal solution. Okay, so these are your three situations. In this situation, you consume only good y. In this situation, you consume only good x. And for intermediate price ratios, you consume on the line of vertices. Okay, so on the alpha x equals to y line.